powers vested in me as Chancellor, I declare this congregation open for the awarding of degrees and diplomas of the University of South Wales. Ac yn awr gyhoeddodd yr isganghellor ar athro Ben Calfat I anerch y gynulleidfa. Please sit.
Anthyr isganhellor, anoel gyfeillion, bore da, blwyddyn newydd dda, croeso I Brifysgol De Cymru, croeso cynnes I chi gyd. Welcome to the University of South Wales and to our graduation ceremony. We are very happy to see you all here today in this magnificent building. Here in the city of Newport, our roots were laid down in 1841. An education institution set up by industry to bring education to workers in the region and to raise people's aspirations. We are a long way past those founding moments, but much of that vision endures. Mae brifysgol a byd busnes yn gweithio law yn llaw. Our university is proud that it works hand in glove with business, professions and industry, preparing people for work and future careers that we hope will allow individuals like yourselves to reach the fullest expression of your talent. Education is a people business. As I look out at you all here today, looking fabulous in your gowns and so happy to be here to celebrate, I don't see a crowd. I see individuals, distinctive people with your own character and reasons for being here. You may have come to the university with a burning passion and applied that to your studies, immersing yourselves in a subject that you love. Others of you may have felt uncertain about what your future holds or whether you were on the right track or have made the right choice. But through your studies, you've learned more about your abilities, your potential and opportunities, and you've shaped for yourself a greater sense of possibility for life beyond studies. Some of you may be still asking questions about your next steps, and that is okay too. University is about personal growth as much as study. And for some of you, this may not be the end of your journey with us. Recently, I spoke to an alumnus of the university who had completed 6 degrees with us. So be careful. We can be a very, very difficult place to leave. What I also see in any graduation is talent and opportunity. We live in a complex world, and it isn't always easy to navigate, and sometimes it can be a little scary. We also live in a world that evidently needs to change, whether it is to address inequality, the state of the planet and the natural world, or the health and well-being of our people. We are in a moment where, as members of our society, we need to make choices about the sort of world we want to live in and that we want our children and our grandchildren to inherit. Carrying on as we are is probably not an option. So we need people like you who can effect change, people who aren't satisfied with things as they are or happy to continue with the status quo. So you'll need to face your future bravely, to challenge, to innovate, to be inclusive, and to work within your community with others to create a society in which sustainable and balanced lives are possible without doing damage to our natural world and the well-being of our people. The world may well need more from you as graduates than it's asked of others because of the challenging times that we live in. That can seem like a really big ask. But don't be daunted. It doesn't mean you have to change the world single-handedly, but you can change your profession. You can change your hospital, your school, your company, your business, your immediate team. Big change is usually an aggregate of small ones. We have a proverb in Wales which derives from the legend of the Mabinogion, the story of Branwen. Afo ben bid bont. Whoever would be a leader, let them be a bridge. As you have studied, you will have supported others. You will have been that bridge. You will have inspired one another, listened to each other, cajoled one another to reach heights you may not have reached alone. You may have told each other a few home truths along the way. You will have relied on each other for emotional support when that assignment deadline seemed like one hurdle too far. Or when you were balancing all the competing demands on your time: study, work, relationships, family. Those are skills that you will take into your careers and are skills of leadership. We often talk about the University of South Wales family, Teulu Prifysgol de Cymru. As I welcome you today to our community of graduates, I would like to remind you that in any good family or community, we draw on others to hold us when we are down, to challenge us when we aren't doing the right things, to guide and advise us on making choices, and to make us feel like we belong and that our voices are heard. Communities don't always work perfectly, and no relationship is straightforward. But I like to think that at the University of South Wales, underpinned by our values, our intentions as a community are good to help you change your life and our world for the better. Mae newydd yn dda. And we hope that we've given you the skills and the knowledge to do that job well. But we also hope that we've made you adaptable and resilient. Life is not a straight line of linear progress. We all have bumps in the road, times when things are easier and times when they're a little harder. Life doesn't stop and wait for your career. So as well as having the talent and passion to pursue your dreams, be pragmatic enough to give yourself a break sometimes. Life has swings and roundabouts. Don't fret too much when things don't go as planned. Take a breath, draw on your intellect, reflect, and have a go again. It's just a moment in your life and your career. And today is an important moment in your life. Today we celebrate your achievements. Mae heddi yn amser I dathlu llwyddiant. So your job today is to feel proud of yourselves, to look fabulous, take lots of photos, maybe even to shed the odd tear or two. And to help in doing that, I've also got an ask of all the people sitting behind you. You've got a job to do as well today. Your job is to make sure that when your family member, your friend, your colleague walks across that stage, they are in absolutely no doubt how proud you are of them. And you can do that in a number of ways. You can clap very, very loudly. You can holler their name. You can whistle. You can whoop. All of these things are entirely legitimate. In fact, they are required. So I'm going to suggest that we have a crack at doing that after the count of 3, if that's okay. 1, 2, 3. But early in the morning, after some long journeys, that's very impressive. Well done. So back to our graduates, the most important people here today. As you walk across this stage and collect your award, I want you to hold one word at the front of your mind: pride. Balchder. Be proud of your achievements. Be proud of your potential for great things. Be proud of yourself and who you are, not who someone else wishes you to be. You'll always be part of our family and our community, and we're always going to be very proud of you. Diolch yn fawr.
Ganghelllo, isganhelllo, daberagion, gwestion a pawb. Mae'n bleser gennyf gyflwyno ymgeisydd teilang iawn a gyfer difrannu cymryddiaeth yn rydydd Prifysgol de Cymru. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduates, honoured guests and colleagues, it is my pleasure to present a very worthy candidate for the award of an honorary fellowship of the University of South Wales. The university confers honorary degrees and fellowships on outstanding individuals who are leaders in their field and or have made significant contribution to the university, and with this honour, inviting them to become part of our academic community. Our honourand today is a proven leader with decades of experience experience of leading major organisations in Wales. Following her retirement from the Welsh NHS, she also served the university for a decade as an independent member of its governing body. The university's ultimate authority is its governing body, which is populated by experienced individuals who give their time for free and have the responsibility of setting our strategic direction, safeguarding our assets and the long-term financial stability, and challenging and overseeing the Vice-Chancellor and their executive. Any big decision like agreeing a merger, closing a campus, is made by our governing body. Any decision that affects the educational character of the university must be made by our governing body. The Honorand today previously led the HR functions of HTV Wales, the North Glamorgan NHS Trust, the Bank of Wales Group, and retired in 2006 as Director of Human Resources and Organisational Development of the NHS Wales Business Services Centre, and was a Fellow of the CIPD. But perhaps most importantly, she is a former MBA graduate of the University of Glamorgan. The Honorand today joined the board of what was then the University of Glamorgan in 2008. They chaired the Student Affairs Committee, and following that chaired the HR Committee. She became chair of Merthyr Tydfil College and was a member of the USW Finance and Resources Committee and Nominations and Governance Committee, finally becoming deputy chair of the USW board in 2014. She served as a Prevent Link governor and on numerous panels and groups, and tended to be our go-to governor. Firstly, because she was reliable and capable, but also perhaps because she lived within walking distance of our Treforest campus in Tontegg, and we could get her very quickly. I've got some words of advice today for our Honorand, because normally when she's on this stage, it was deputising for Lord Williams, our Chancellor. So Sandra, today, you don't have to greet every graduate, and you don't have to do the closing speech.
Thank you.
So in closing, our Honorand is an accomplished HR professional, a skillful leader, a dedicated volunteer, and somebody who wisely counselled, effectively challenged, and sagely advised the university for over 10 years. Ganghillo, pawb, mae'n bleser mawr gennyf goflwyno I chi am dyfannu cymrodoriaeth, ymryderus I Brifysgol Sandra Spray. Chancellor, congregation, it is with great pleasure that I present to you for the award of an honorary fellowship of the university, Sandra Spray.
Advancing age, I'm afraid, requires that I wear my glasses. Right, well, I don't know where to go from that, actually. That was an extraordinary account, William, but thank you very much for your kind words about me. And I would obviously like to thank the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, and the University of South Wales very much indeed for bestowing on me this honorary award. I feel most privileged to receive this award from a university that plays such a huge part in developing the potential and talents of their students, as well as for its commitment to furthering knowledge on a vast range of subjects. As indicated earlier, I do have a long association with USW. When I undertook my MBA here in the 90s, the institution had only recently become a university, the University of Glamorgan, and was still developing its identity. Fast forward some 20 years, and I was invited to join the board as a governor. In the intervening years, the university had undergone a significant transformation and had developed into a fast-growing modern institution. In 2013, as you probably know, the university merged with the University of Newport and became the University of South Wales, and has since gone on to become a first-class business-facing university, helping its graduates to become well-equipped to face the world of work. A few months after joining the board, I was invited to chair the Student Affairs Committee. Actually, I was full of trepidation. After all, I'd only just joined the board, and I was still finding my feet. However, it turned out to me to be the best of starts. I learned so much from these students, their likes, dislikes, their needs, and most importantly, what they hope to gain from their university experience. It was so useful and gave me a real understanding of student life. Over the years, it has been a great pleasure for me to be part of this university. I thoroughly enjoyed my time on the board, and I am so delighted to see it going forward and continuing to evolve despite the ongoing and enormous challenges it faces and will continue to face in the future. However, this is your day too, and I congratulate you all on your significant achievements. I really hope you have enjoyed your time with the university. You are now well prepared to take your first steps onto your chosen career path. So thank you for letting me share your day and for the honour that has been bestowed on me. It means a great deal. Finally, I would like to wish you all and the university the very best for the future. So thank you.
Gadewch iddo fod yn hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yma'n bresennol y cynhelir cynulliad o Brifysgol De Cymru yn Ninas Casnewydd ar y 12fed diwrnod o Ionawr 2023. Heddiw, anrhydeddwn ysgolheigion sydd wedi profi drwy ei dillusrwydd a'i hymdrech ysgolheigaidd ei bod yn gymwys I gael ei derbyn ar gyfer graddau a chymwysterau'r Brifysgol. Drwy anrhydeddu ei cyrheiddiad, gadewch I rheini sydd yma'n bresennol gydnabod ei hymrwymiad a dathlu ei llwyddiant. Buddsodwn ein gobeithion a'n disgwyliadau ynddynt gan obeithio y byddant yn rhoi eu talent a'i disg ger bron eu proffesiwn a'n cymunedau. Hyderwn y byddant yn cyfrannu at ddyfodol ein cymdeithas gydag anrhydedd a chlod. Let it be known by members of the university and all here present that a congregation of the University of South Wales is held in the city of Newport on the 12th day of January 2023. Today, we honour scholars who have demonstrated through their intellect and scholarly effort that they are qualified to be admitted to the degrees and qualifications of the university. In honouring their achievement, let all here present recognise their dedication and celebrate their success. We invest in them our hope and expectation that they will put their talent and learning at the service of their professions and our communities. We trust that they will contribute to the future of our society with honour and distinction.
Chancellor, I present to the congregation the Faculty of Business and Creative Industries candidates that have been awarded the Diploma of Higher Education in Professional Accounting. Lucy Purnell. Chancellor, that concludes the awards for the Faculty of Business and Creative Industries. I will now present to the congregation the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education candidates that have been awarded the Doctor of Philosophy. Michael Beer, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Practical Applications of Strength and Conditioning Practices in Elite Male Football. The programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Dr. Carol New and Dr. Kate Williams, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Claire Pescott, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Me, Myselfie and I. The study was an exploration of subjectivity and identity portrayal in the social media use of 10 and 11-year-olds. The programme was carried out under the supervision of Dr. Carmel Conn and Dr. Susan Haywood, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Miranda Quinney-Smythe, in recognition of a programme of work The programme of work was entitled Something to Look Forward to, Experiences of Older Adults Taking Part in a Peer Support Group. The programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Dr. Juping Yu and Dr. Rachel Taylor, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education, in collaboration with the Mental Health Foundation. Stacey Helen Rees, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Do Community Learning Disability Nurses The programme of work was entitled Do Community Learning Disability Nurses Support Adults with Learning Disabilities in Wales to Access Secondary Healthcare, an exploratory study within the social model of disability. The programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Professor Ruth Northway, Dr. Ruth Williams and Professor Catherine Bright, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Michelle Thomas, The programme of work was entitled Establishing a Health Visiting Community of Practice to Support Family Resilience in Wales. The programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Professor Carolyn Wallace and Professor David Ponton, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. The Master of Arts in Child and Adolescent Mental Health. Carella Brown. Lucy Cavell. Pala Mandidagi with Pala Savashina Fernando. Kelly Hull. Carol Jones. Claire Jones. Sumya Kakatukudi Sridharan. Lauren Morrison. Laura Murphy. James Ulabasie Oyenloye. Jade Catherine Olive Palmer. Fee Roger. Lisa Williams. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching. Olanrewaju Isaac Atanda. Oliwatoyin Oliyinka Balogan. Min An Hui. Kehinde Paul Fadei. Mahath Anthiri Arachiga Thanua Govanar Gardina. Marjana Jahir. Disna Priyadarshani Jayamaha Hithamilagi. Sadisha Subhasi Chandra Jayasuriya. Anusha Madhushani Kastura Arachilagi. Dulangi Chamathka Karunatharni Kibul Lukogi. Yvonne Chatharika Jathisa Kalafilaka Aranthakayaka Mudya. Denushi Iramika Marakala Managi. Shamsun Nahar. Oya Warantami Sasera Ola Basola Okabimi. Esther Amogu Okasodo. Nusirat Oyenki Akinsuleri. Joanne Purchase. Chanika Dilshari Ranadira. Rathnayaki Murayan Salagi Wasala Nishari Rathnayaki. Lakshika Rodrigo Hull. Danushka Sudarshani Suwanithi. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, UNICAF, Nesma Nader Ahmed Afili. Ebewinmi Akinola. Grace Kabuki Atram. Shingi Benyu. Lorraine Philippa Zapata. Theophanis Tampus Estorgio. Olufunso Kohindi Fagbon. Marwa Mohammed Hamad Madi Ibrahim. Amani Al-Skir Mohammed Jalal. Melody Shivaniso Mathibiri. Collis Nicholson. Atoya Adeli Odyssey Shepherd. The Master of Arts in Leadership and Management Education, Uche Helen Akfe Thompsons. Amal Saud Ali Al Balushi. Ahad Ali M Al Gorabi. Hanan Al-Atibi. Hamidi Begum. Kelly Driscoll. Kevin Farrow. Gayani Nilyushani Absikira Pereira Gamanigi. Theodoro Idu. Vivian Funmilayo Ifiadi. Angela Lewis. Jafet Nilita Perez. Maria Retter. Gazanfar Ali Shazad. Simon Spur. The Master of Arts in Leadership in Sport, Nathan Bedell. Jonathan Dark. Dean De Vries. Dominic Doherty. David Nuttall. Liam Seeley. Morgan Seeley. The Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Ziana Al-Mohammed Al-Juma. Rachel Charles. Tessa Louise Comstock. Lauren Evans. Chloe Griffiths. Emily Kinsey. Philippa Marshall. Kira Salman. Cheryl Sanders. The Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Autism, Jade Brown. Chantal Deek. Melanie Fegan. Ardra Haridas. Somya Sandamali Henayaki. Elizabeth Kanambili. The Master of Arts in Working for Children and Young People, Youth Work Initial Qualifying, Iona Crehart. Molly Cross. Laurie Dobbin. Lucy Donovan. Christiana Anthony Ebipador. Beth Hawkins. Ryan Jones. Suresh Nuwan Kumara Nawela Gamaralagi. Krithiga Kalpani Senanyaka Amarashingi Mohoti. Danielle Webb. Matthew Williams. The Master of Science in Advanced Clinical Practitioner, John Davis. Sarah Gretton. Samantha Hayden. Lee Keane. Rachel Phillips. Leila Kasim. Louise Quealy. Tracy Roberts. Kokila Swaminathan. Anthony Taylor. Jan Vacara. The Master of Science in Advanced Coaching and Strength and Conditioning, Harry Naseby. Thomas Stone. The Master of Science in Advanced Performance Football Coaching, Scott Davis. Mark Jenkins. Rhys Llewellyn. Ryan Nevard. Dominic Pates. George Roberts. Jonathan Rees-Spiropoulos. The Master of Science in Community Health Studies, Special Practitioner, Children's Community Nursing, Lauren Carlisle. The Master of Science in Community Health Studies, Specialist Practitioner, District Nursing, Rebecca Mort. The Master of Science in Professional Practice, Catherine Bush. Chloe Feerick. Bethan Gornicki. Susan Kilby. Sharon Mahoney. Christina Morgan. James Terry Morris. Joanne Robbins. Rebecca Spicer Thomas. The Master of Science in Public Health, Taiwo Adebisola Amuludin. Oluwademolo Edowu Dada. Emmanuel Ogenhetijiri Erehewove. Naomi Ogochukwu Ozuam. Juliet Chiomi Edika. Abiyuwa Tesi Igiwiyisi. Chioma Cynthia Etegite. Ganiyu Olawale Latif. Bolatita Mirshoye. Titilola Sekinat Mohammed. Jean Manmalali Mukumbuta. Stephanie Joel Ngasi Nzuken. Adeniye Abaladi Abawoli. Uduak Enimosi Festus Onagizi. Blessing Olakunle Papula. Sophie Price. Kalani Senika Punchichewa. Alexandra Richards. Anika Linda Ukwandu. Ruwani Nilashika Padinia Wanasiga Murasalengi. Kosala Senadi Bandara Jikun Mudian Selegi.
Fe wnawn ni nawr glywed datganiad cerddorol gan fyfyrwyr o Goleg Brenhinol Cerdd a Drama Cymru. We now hear a musical interlude by students from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. Our National Conservatoire is part of the wider University of South Wales family. These talented performers will graduate with Bachelor and Master of Music degrees of the University of South Wales, and we congratulate them most warmly. Llongyfarchiadau. Yn perfformio ar ein cyfer heddiw, mae'r Boots Wind Quintet, a byddant yn chwarae Don't Stop Me Now, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, ac yn ABBA medley. Braddegion, gwesteion, graduands, honoured guests, congregation, please give a very warm welcome to the Bute Wind Quintet.
the Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF. Haja Yero Ba. Fariha Abraham Bashir. Corin Mensah. Joan Alberta Eron Mosili. Oluwakima Rita Ayugan. Joel Kisubi. Marie Raphael Valdelon Molina. Miriam Luz Manyumba. Foluwakima Monisola Ogunkua. Oyebunmi Ojo. Florence Kainu. Utman Adewale Salyudin. Emmanuel Seth Sarikikia. Nelly Enyang Ukpong. Mufitau Yakin. Mosala Zulu. The Master of Science in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting, Claire Blair. Rosie Boast. Rachel Brown. Bonnie Harley. Rachel Kearney. Hayley Lewis. Victoria Richards. Dale Wilkinson. The Master of Science in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, School Nursing, Eleanor Edwards. The Master of Science in Sport, Health and Exercise Science, Thomas Clements. Joshua Cox. Atapatu Mudayan Salangi Hemanthi Dasanyaki. Camille Filarski. Thishara Sankalpana Jayasekara Gamagi. Emily Humphreys. Angarid Jones. Nathan Reed Morovich. Ryan Thomas. Cameron Williams. Claudia Wodiczka. The Master of Science in Sports Coaching and Performance, Andreas Patabandi Suneth Damika Devan Gawardina. Christian Hitt. James David McIlvenny. AJ Maduresh Siriam. The Postgraduate Diploma in Community Health Studies, Specialist Practitioner, General Practice Nursing, Emma Phillips Guy. The Postgraduate Diploma in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Sarah Williams. The Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting, Amy Clark. Victoria Harmer. Amy Joanne Lawrence. Naomi Ludlow. Chelsea O'Neill. The Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, School Nursing, Kelly Downs. Jodie Griffiths. Rhiannon Weeks. Vicky Leanne Wheeler. Katie Lowe. The Postgraduate Diploma in Sport, Health and Exercise Science, Ethan Derrick. The Postgraduate Certificate in Child and Adolescent Mental Health, Catherine Hobbs. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, Rebecca Richards. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education for Healthcare Professionals, Katie Erickson. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Fadimo Abukar. Jack Butler. Darcy Brooke Howard. Karen Ann Little. Kate Poole. Natalie Ann Tout. David Watson. Katie Vergovsky. Grace Williams. The Postgraduate Certificate in Independent Prescribing Practice, Lauren Hodges. The Postgraduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching in Higher Education, Autumn Bevan. Adam William Stewart Collins. William Rees Locke. Michelle Panniers. Benjamin Stacey. Rachel Watkins. Abigail Watts. Fiona Webb. The Postgraduate Certificate in Palliative Care, Kaylee Weiberg. The Postgraduate Certificate in Personal Development and Sport, Claire Ewing. The Postgraduate Certificate in Public Health, Randy Sugandika Pereira Ganoru Apu Hamalag. Parth Kumar Pravinbhai Patel. The Postgraduate Certificate in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs Autism, Beverly Early. Claire George. Loena Huggins. Nicola Lewis. The Bachelor of Arts in Working with Children and Families, Simon Soria. The Bachelor of Arts in Youth and Community Work, Samantha Edwards. Tracy Hopegood. Amelia Rose Williams. Chloe Williams Price. The Bachelor of Arts with Early Years Practitioner status in Early Years Education and Practice, Georgia MacDonald. The Bachelor of Arts with Qualified Teacher status in Primary Studies, Kelsey Lee Robinson. The Bachelor of Science in Community Football Coaching and Administration, Jason Dugdale. Shalarna French. The Bachelor of Science in Community Health Studies, Specialist Practitioner, District Nursing, Joanna Meadmore. The Bachelor of Science in Football Coaching and Performance, Callum Botwood. Calvin Robert Strong. The Bachelor of Science in Football Coaching, Development and Administration, Luke Anthony James. Logan Arnott. Harry James Beaver. Danish Butt. Thanks. Corey Cairns. Carol Chomiak. Adam Claydon. Chloe Caldecott. Tom Crabtree. Jack Davis. Kieran Dawson. Reese Evans. Samuel Firth. Matthew Goddard. Benjamin Goulding. Mustafa Gozagol. Jack Hobbs-Boyd. Jonathan Holdsworth. James David Irwin. Aidan Lynch. Benjamin Mags Baptiste. Aaron Marshall. Jordan Michael Middleton. Nathaniel Mills. Peter Norman. Kieran Patel. Isaac Pine. Jack Wilson. Thomas Wright. The Bachelor of Science in Professional Practice Healthcare Studies, Karen Lynn Brennan. Louise Jenkins. Hav Widdett. The Bachelor of Science in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, School Nursing, Nicola Harry. Sarah Jane Miles. The Foundation Degree in Science and Community Football Coaching and Development, Caitlin Louise Ibrams. Lorna Perry. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, James Curtis. Katie Delve. Ali Goldsworthy. Bronwen Jones. Kelly Kerslake. Akesha Pereira. Annabelle Elizabeth Perron. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Cardiff, Sean Ellis. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Dorset Police, Mark Atkins. Matthew Constable. Jonathan Fewens. Joanne James. Nina Tate. The Postgraduate Certificate in Public Health, Omojowo Bukola Adeniyi. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, Trihani Prashantha Weligamagi. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, Adeniki Abimbola Bolarinma. The Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Cynthia Tochukwu Atta. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Mark Okot. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, Priyanga Shantini Bad Lisanga Don. The Master of Science in Professional Practice, Sohila Navid. The Master of Science in Sport, Health and Exercise Science, Nadishani Henry Henderson. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Dolapo Umar. The Bachelor of Science in Community Health Studies, Specialist Practitioner, District Nurse, Dawn James. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Cynthia Oha. The Master of Science in Sports Coaching and Performance, Joseph Ako. The Master of Science in Sports Coaching and Performance, Ali Shahasini. The Bachelor of Science in Professional Practice, Healthcare Science, Amanda Price. The Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Autism, Maria Shaju. The Master of Arts in Special Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Autism, Celia Ann Roy. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Ikichukwu Theophilus Anyanwu. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education Training, Jessica Crooks. The Master of Science in Public Health, Janet Chiamaka Nisi. The Master of Science in Public Health, Faith Ekandroma Ilani. The Postgraduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching in Higher Education, Lauren Jones. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Walter Namdi Anazudo. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Helen Ogbonna. The Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs and Additional Learning Needs, Autism, Sabia Yunus. The Master of Arts in Leadership and Management Education, Newlin Angel Jasing. The Master of Arts in Education, Innovation and Learning and Teaching, UNICAF, Ifeoma Abigail Okani. Chancellor, that concludes the awards for the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education.
Vice-Chancellor, congregation, colleagues, friends, guests, and above all, graduates. Graduation is a formal academic ceremony, but it's also, most significantly of all for you in the audience, a moment of real personal pride. For partners and friends, parents, and other family here today, it's a moment of deep emotion, not least because those graduating today will have done their work for quite a lot of the time in the conditions of pandemic and all the pressure that that brings. And that's why today is a day of special pride and satisfaction in your achievements. A pride and satisfaction that I know is shared by everybody on this platform today. And it's a moment to celebrate not just the graduates, but everybody who's made this possible. Those of you who've graduated know far better than I do that behind you and around you is that great cloud of witnesses who have supported you, helped you, encouraged you, nagged you, and brought you to where you are today, and told you one way or another, probably over many years, that this is something you are capable of, this is something you deserve. And that's particularly important in these unprecedented times. And so it's an opportunity for us to say thank you to all those who've brought you here, who've made you the people you are, and who are celebrating with you today. So let's give them too a round of applause. And of course, not forgetting all those within this institution who've made it possible. There are nearly 3,000 staff in this great university, and they have all also played their part. Teaching staff, administrative staff, all those who keep the wheels of the institution turning at every level. They have taught and mentored, fed, supported, mopped up after you, counselled, encouraged, and no doubt chivied you along. But they do what they do because they too believe in you. And once again, I know I speak for everybody on this platform when I say not only how proud we are of your achievement, but how much we are aware that education is a cooperative process in which everybody plays a part. So perhaps also we can acknowledge the institution and all that it's done to bring you here today. But today, of course, is your day, the graduates. A day when you look back over what have been, I'm sure, stressful as well as exciting times. A day when you look back over discoveries made, achievements that you've arrived at, and not least, friendships and contacts made, and visions and horizons opened up for you. People come to university because they want to know. And they want to know for all sorts of different reasons. They want to know in order to pass exams and get jobs, of course. But most importantly, they want to know because they want to be the sort of people who go on wanting to know, wanting to understand better the world they're in and the people that they are. There are things you have needed to know to pass exams and qualify, meet requirements, but there are deeper things you'll need to know as you go on in life, about yourself, about society, about the world you inhabit. You need to know, day by day, year by year, what you're capable of and what change only you can bring about. You need to know where the needs and the pressure points are in the world, so that your skill and your vision can be brought to bear on those pressure points, those places of need and crisis. You need to know what can be done together. And that's an important part of what we've already been celebrating, what has been achieved together. You need to know, you want to know, and so you go on asking questions. Convenient questions and, most importantly, inconvenient questions. You've been trained in thinking critically, testing assertions, not letting yourselves be manipulated. And in a world where manipulation is one of, sadly, the great skills that we seem to have learned in large quantities, a freedom not to be manipulated is one of the greatest things that education can give you. Today, we've been celebrating achievements in the field of education and health and sport. All things which really go very near the center of what we are as human beings. We need to learn and to understand. We need to keep each other safe and well. We need to understand how leisure makes us more human and more free, more creative, feeds our imagination. And what you're taking out with you from this university is, I hope, a commitment to those dimensions of being human, helping people grow in learning and understanding, helping to create a world where vulnerable people are safer, helping to create a world where imagination and leisure are as significant for human beings as work and achievement. These are values deeply built into the university, as in every good working university. And when you go from here, you go, of course, not just as graduates, but as ambassadors. And ambassadors not just for this institution, though that would be nice, I hope you go on telling people what a wonderful place it is, but you go as ambassadors for these values, for this vision. That's what we are hoping for you today. That's what we're celebrating. We're hoping that you will be yourselves hopeful signs in your society, signs of what humanity can be and should be, working for learning, for healing, for imagining. So go and tell the world about it, and just add in brackets, and we learned this at the University of South Wales, and it was worth it. Congratulations, best wishes, every blessing for the future. I now formally declare this degree congregation of the University of South Wales closed, and I'll ask you to stand for the national anthem.